Imagine waking before sunrise on an ancient riverbank. Your family is hungry. The fire is dying. You find a nest hidden in reeds. Inside are several warm eggs. Would you eat them? Most people think the answer is obvious. Of course you would. An egg is food. But then another thought appears. Why did your ancestors eventually trust chicken eggs? Why not every egg they found? Why not turtle eggs? Why not snake eggs? Why not frog eggs? Why not the eggs of every bird in the forest? The simple answer sounds like taste. Chicken eggs taste better. That answer is wrong. The deeper answer sounds like safety. Chicken eggs are safer. That is only partly true. Go deeper. The real answer is about survival. It is about domestication. It is about ancient fear. It is about laws. It is about childhood. And it is about one jungle bird that became an egg machine. Every morning, millions of people crack open an egg without feeling anything strange. The shell breaks, the yolk falls, the pan hisses. Breakfast begins. But an egg is not just breakfast. An egg is a survival package. It is a sealed biological vault. Inside is water. Inside is fat. Inside is protein. Inside is minerals. Inside is everything needed to build a living creature. To an ancient hunter-gatherer, an egg was a rare prize. It was portable. It was nutritious. It was easier to catch than a bird. You did not need a spear. You did not need to chase it. You only needed to find the nest first. That made eggs valuable, but it also made them dangerous. A nest is never just sitting there for humans. It belongs to an animal. That animal may return. The nest may be high in a tree. The shoreline may hold predators. The eggs may be poisonous. The eggs may already contain a growing embryo. And the animal population may collapse if people take too many. Ancient humans learned this slowly, not through science, through hunger, through accidents, through stories, through watching what happened after a bad meal. So why do chicken eggs feel normal now? Humans sold both in markets. New transport systems carried the harvest farther. A local food source became an industrial extraction system. The birds could not recover. Their nesting colonies collapsed. Their numbers crashed. The last passenger pigeon died in captivity in 1914. Its name was Martha. That name should feel heavy. It marks the end of an entire species. One bird remained. Then, none remained. After disasters like this, laws changed. Wild bird eggs were no longer treated as casual food. In many countries, collecting them became illegal without permission. That is why robin eggs do not appear in supermarkets. That is why hawk eggs do not become brunch. That is why rare bird nests are protected. The barrier is not always biological. Sometimes the barrier is history. Sometimes it is the memory of extinction. Now look at reptiles. Crocodile eggs sound terrifying to many people. The animal itself is ancient. It has teeth. It hunts from dark water. It feels like a creature from another age. But its eggs can still be food. In some regions, regulated harvesting allows certain communities to collect them. People who have tasted them often compare them to rich bird eggs. Again, the egg was never the main problem. The problem was access. The problem was risk. The problem was whether a population could survive harvest. For an ancient human, taking a crocodile egg was not a casual errand. The nest might be guarded. The water might hide danger. One meal could cost a life. That changes food culture quickly. Humans favor food that does not kill them while collecting it. Chickens are almost perfect in this regard. They are small. They are manageable. They can live near homes. They can eat scraps. They can be protected from predators. Their nests can be checked without facing claws or teeth. That is not a minor advantage. That is civilization changing the rules. Then come amphibian eggs. Frog eggs are everywhere in some wetlands. They appear in shimmering clusters. They look like tiny black dots inside jelly. Why are they rarely eaten? Here, biology finally fights back. Frog eggs often contain little usable energy. Much of the mass is water and gel. Many species also use chemical defenses. The eggs may taste bad. They may carry toxins. They may be risky to eat. Evolution built a warning system. The frog cannot fight a human directly, but it can make its offspring unpleasant. That is a prehistoric arms race. Predators want calories. Parents want babies to survive. The egg becomes a battlefield. Insects offer another surprise. Many people think insect eggs are automatically inedible. That is false. In central Mexico, Escamoles have been eaten for generations. They are often called insect caviar. They come from ants connected to maguey plants. They can be expensive. They can be celebrated. The false answer is that chickens make the best eggs. They do not. Duck eggs are rich and creamy. Quail eggs are delicate and popular. Fish eggs can be luxury food. Crocodile eggs can be edible. Even some insect eggs are prized delicacies. Chicken eggs did not win a taste contest. They won a production contest. But first, look at the eggs humans already eat. Quail eggs seem almost familiar. They are small. They are speckled. They fit in a spoon. In many places, they sit in markets beside chicken eggs. People pickle them, boil them, fry them, add them to soups. To someone raised with chicken eggs, quail eggs feel strange only for a second. Then the brain relaxes. They come from a bird. They have a shell. They contain yolk. They feel close enough. That is the first clue. Humans do not judge food with logic alone. Humans judge food with memory. Duck eggs reveal the same pattern. They are larger. Their shells can feel tougher. Their yolks can look darker. Their flavor can feel richer. Still, many people accept them easily. Why? Because ducks live near humans. They were domesticated long ago. They were raised around villages. Their eggs entered kitchens. Then they entered tradition. Once a food becomes tradition, it stops looking like an animal product. It becomes breakfast. It becomes dessert. It becomes comfort. Now push the idea into darker territory. Imagine opening a boiled duck egg. Inside is not only yolk. Inside is a partially formed duck embryo. There may be tiny bones. There may be feathers. There may be a visible shape. For many outsiders, this creates instant disgust. The food is called balut. It is eaten in parts of Southeast Asia. For people raised with it, it can be ordinary street food. For people raised without it, it can feel impossible. But pause for a second. What changed? The shell is still an eggshell. The animal is still a duck. The nutrition is still inside. The difference is development. The egg was allowed to become more visibly alive. That makes many people recoil. But disgust is not always a danger alarm. Often, disgust is a learned map. Your brain learns what belongs in the category of food. Your brain learns what belongs outside it. Your ancestors passed down habits. Your parents repeated them. Your childhood locked them in place. A child who sees balut as normal may feel no fear. A child who sees only white eggs in a carton may panic at the sight. Neither child was born with that reaction. The reaction was taught. Now travel even farther from birds. Travel into the ocean. Fish eggs are eaten across the world. Caviar can cost a fortune. Salmon roe appears on sushi. Tiny orange eggs can be served as luxury. Flying fish roe can cover rolls. Herring eggs can be harvested in coastal traditions. Fish are far from us. Their bodies are cold. Their world is underwater. Their eggs can look alien. Yet people call them gourmet. That destroys another easy answer. It is not about evolutionary distance. People are not avoiding eggs because they come from unfamiliar animals. If that were true, fish eggs would never become expensive delicacies. The deeper pattern is access. The deeper pattern is culture.